Today I'm going to tell you how you can be a part of history. Just imagine this, a human chain of 6 million Americans standing side by side, hand in hand in a 4,000-mile long line stretching from New York to Los Angeles, all united for one single purpose. It's going to happen May 25th, and it's called Hands Across America. Here to tell you why this is happening is the man behind USA for Africa, We Are the World, Ken Cragen. There's Ken! Where did the idea come from, and how is it going to happen?
Well, the idea really came about because when I got back from Africa last year, I'd gone there with the first supplies of food. Everybody said, when are we going to do something for America? It's time for America. We've got to do something here.
It has 12 million eyes, over 50 million fingers, and reaches from the Statue of Liberty all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Hands Across America, a human chain 4,000 miles long, ocean to ocean, coast to coast. It started with the music, and now it's your turn. 6 million people, including some of the leading names in rock and roll, will join hands on May 25th to fight hunger in the United States, and MTV can help put you there. Learn more about Hands Across America. Watch for further developments on MTV.
Us, with apologies to Jordan Peele. At 3 p.m. on the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend 1986, a black 6-year-old suffering from housing insecurity named Amy Sherwood stood on the banks of Battery Park, NYC, with one hand open to the mid-Atlantic Ocean and the other wrapped around another's, wrapped around another's, and another's, and another 4,942,000 hands later, connecting to yet another black family of 4 on the shores of Long Beach, California. One, with the very last one, left with one hand open reaching towards the other shining sea. Before it became Hands Across America, May 25th was just another one day just like this. One day where no less than 5 wedding couples, 5 Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey's elephants, 50 Abraham Lincoln impersonators, 54 Elvis Presley lookalikes, 100 Rahway, New Jersey State Prison inmates, Lionel, Ritchie, and Little Richard, Chewbacca and Goofy, Ronald and Nancy Reagan, Belafonte and Bill Clinton, Reverend Billy Graham, and the Simpsons, Coretta Scott King, 4 time zones, and a string of cattle strung hoof-to-hoof stood side by side in a line of hands held that spanned 4,137 miles across the contiguous United States for a duration of 15 minutes. A bicoastal, breadbasket, horizontal effort to unite across the extremely vertical divides of class, creed, chromosome, and color to put an end to homelessness and hunger in our country. Drawn on a map, the route looks a lot like a smile, less like a border or a Mason-Dixon Line, and this was not the first time. A decade earlier, one man also had a vision of a human paper people chain engaged in a synchronized embrace. His only resulted in a 10-mile stretch outside of Chicago. Sure, the latest iteration had its gaps, its blind spots, its errors and omissions, but also its intentions. This would be the second of many times that the Coca-Cola Company would try to teach the world to sing. There is no shame in any sincere effort to bring this country together, even if it leaves us empty-handed, especially for those of us already empty-handed before. What if this is the only arms race worth winning? Not trying the only surefire way to lose. What would it mean to get it right? What would it mean to get us right? Starting with just the hands across this room. We might mess around and end up with some hands across an aisle or two. Hawaii and Puerto Rico included. Little Amy Sherwood and her pigtails ended up inking an acting contract weeks before the nationally televised Hands Across America event, and later moved her family into an apartment. Did you know, if we included every single American alive today in such an effort, tomorrow, we could crisscross this country no less than 85 times. The only thing we have to lose besides our chains is one another.
15 minutes this afternoon, millions linked hands to raise money for America's hungry and homeless.
Hands across America formed one human chain spanning 16 states and the District of Columbia.
It all began in New York City's Battery Park with a 6-year-old homeless girl named Amy Sherwood, who lives with her mother in a welfare hotel.
The hands reached through the Northeast to the nation's capital, where the President and Mrs. Reagan took part with White House staffers and their children.
And into the Midwest and the West. Those who paid $10 to participate urged others to help fill the gaps. In Phoenix, volunteers flagged down motorists to join in.
And winding up out on the West Coast, those who were united by the transcontinental line raised their voices in song.